What's going on, everyone? Just drinking some coffee. Figured I'd make a video. Well, yesterday I seen it pop up. Morning. I seen it pop up on my phone, a notification that the Rocket Man, Mad Mike Hughes, died. He was a flat earther, and actually, in a weird way, kind of one of my little heroes. I'm not a flat earther or anything, but I just liked that the dude was crazy enough to basically build homemade steam rockets and shoot himself into the sky with them. And I don't mean crazy as like a bad crazy. I just thought it was kind of cool, you know. And hell, a lot of people I've seen in the comments and stuff said just talking trash and stuff about him, and it's like, okay, why is it cool for Evil Knievel to blast himself in a rocket, you know, trying to get past Snake Canyon, but when this dude does it, you know, he's considered a nut job. I mean, obviously because of his views, but still, it just kind of seems a little hypocritical to me. Another thing I noticed too was that I thought was kind of shitty was when I found out, looking through the comments, I was like, anytime flat Earth is brought up in the comments, everyone goes batshit because you got like those people who are gung ho pro science, you know, that believe every single thing that NASA spoon feeds to them. Which if in this point in time, I personally think it's ridiculous that anyone believes anything NASA says. To me, it's just hilarious. And I'm a big, you know, ufologist, and I'm an ancient astronaut theorist. And anytime NASA just gets brought up, I just turn off the video because it's like you're using them as evidence. You know, you might as well use, you know, Cartoon Network as evidence. So I wasn't surprised that the comment sections were insane on the video that reported it. But I don't know. The dude's name was Mad Mike Hughes. I did think it was kind of cool. All his rockets were steam powered. Because I don't know. I was listening to a Jordan Maxwell lecture one time, a video, and he was talking about it was some insane statistic. You'd have to look it up for the exact statistic, but it was talking about NASA when they launched these rockets. It was like fucking like 50,000 tons, 50,000 gallons of fuel blasting off into the atmosphere every 5 seconds of a launch. And I'm thinking in my head, like, the average launch, I mean, you could watch a live launch of, like, NASA or SpaceX, and it's, like, fucking like a 30-minute ordeal, you know? So I love how that never gets brought up in mainstream media either. They always say, oh, you know, there's pollution in the air because of all the cars. It's because there's too many of you guys. And it's like, first of all, I didn't choose to be here. Last time I checked, I don't remember being a sperm cell or a spirit, you know, before entering the body, signing some contract to be here on Earth. I don't remember that deal at all. So, like, first of all, I have no self-guilt on existing. And I think anyone who does have self-guilt on existing is nihilistic and has something wrong with their brain. I'm not big on nihilism. Um, but yeah, we're always the blame of the pollution, but they never seem to mention this huge government agency called NASA that blast off rockets left and right, literally destroying our atmosphere at a faster rate than my 1996 Pontiac out in the driveway. You're telling me my 1996 Pontiac out in the driveway is destroying the planet quicker than these fucking rockets you're shooting off? I don't know. Cracks me up. But yeah, so, and I do have little notes here. I make notes every when I make the videos, so that way they're at least somewhat structured. But yeah, Mad Mike Hughes created steam powered rockets, which I thought was pretty cool. They were kind of like a one man seated rocket. Pretty much actually the style of Evil Knievel's I was just talking about earlier. Um, by the way, I'm a fan of Evil Knievel. I love Evil Knievel. I'm not talking trash about Evil personally. I'm just saying I think it's funny that people make fun of this guy and here's Evil Knievel doing the exact same shit, back in the day. But the way they think he died was, and you can actually see it in the video, as soon as he launches off, his parachute ejects. And it actually, they think it slowed him down. And they think he was knocked unconscious either from like G-force or the parachute ejecting and stuff. Because he had backup parachutes that all he had to do was press a button. He had two or three more parachutes. Excuse me. Drinking coffee. Now I got the hiccups. That he could have used, but they think that he was knocked unconscious. But yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, he died on impact, which was good. And I mean, if he was unconscious, uh, he didn't feel any pain, which is good. Um, and I'm sure if he was a religious man, he said his prayers before he launched the rocket. But I don't know. A lot of people are already talking that it was an inside job, which I am not surprised. Flat Earth is a conspiracy, and anytime you got conspiracy theorists watching videos about a conspiracy theorist dying, that always gets brought up is that they think it's an inside job, that, you know, his rocket was sabotaged, and which, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's not, and I'm not surprised that it is getting brought up, but I'm not even going to touch on that. I just figured I'd report this in general, just the whole story in general. I found it was interesting. But my thing is in the comment section, like, I don't know, it's dividing a community. Flat Earth definitely has divided the conspiracy community. Um, I don't know, as soon as you don't believe in Flat Earth, you get called a globetard. And as soon as anyone brings Flat Earth up, they're getting yelled at and put down at the NASA kiss assers. Um, I'm kind of in the middle. I'm not saying it's flat or round. I don't know. I mean, I see evidence on both sides, and I've never been to space. I do think it's odd that NASA uses fisheye lens on everything. I do think it's odd, for one. I don't believe anything they say because they lie so much. I mean, once you lie to me, you kind of lose my trust, and it's hard to get back. Um, but yeah, the only thing I can suggest is in the comment section. Just be nice, man. Be civil. Half the comments on there were, "Oh, another fucking retard died. Good. Glad he's gone. You know, okay, so the guy believed differently than you. I don't understand why just because you believe that the earth is flat, that makes you just like a piece of shit, insane person. But yet, Christianity is the biggest religion in the world, and they believe in talking snakes and a little red guy with horns that lives underground. So you're telling me that's not crazy, but believing the earth is flat is crazy. I don't know. But I try not to judge. I believe in crazy shit. I'm an ancient astronaut theorist, man. I believe that the old gods were real and aliens, spliced the genes of cavemen. So I already know my beliefs are crazy. That's why I don't judge other people on their beliefs. And honestly, science is just as crazy. You're telling me the Big Bang Theory, that everything came from nothing? Do you realize how crazy that sounds? You know? But just be nice in the comments, because you got to think of, too, of, this dude just died. Whether you believed in him or not, like, not him, but whether you believe in flat earth or not, someone died, and that's never cool. Um, I don't wish death upon anyone, and I think honestly, if you wish death upon someone just because they believe the earth is flat, you got something wrong in your head. Just imagine it being your grandpa or your father or your husband or your wife or whatever. Kind of walk a mile in their moccasins of how they feel right now. But that's about it. Uh, y'all have a good day, and I might put another video out. I might not. I don't know. Catch you later.